Welcome to Listening Skill Class สวัสดีค่ะนักเรียนวันนี้นะคะเราจะมาเรียนกันในวิชา Listening Skill ค่ะนักเรียนพร้อมกันหรือยังเอ่ยถ้านักเรียนพร้อมแล้วนะคะเรามาเริ่มเรียนกันเลยดีกว่าไปกันเลย
What is the subject about? In everyday communication, listening is an important skill. Is it the first skill that must be taught because the speaker must understand before he can speak, can listen, or write? Therefore, in teaching, students should be trained in listening skills sufficiently and seriously.
The bear and the bees หมีกับฝูงผึ้ง The wolf and the ass ลากับหมาป่า The monkey and the camel ลิงกับอูฐ
A bear roaming the woods in search of berries happened on a fallen tree in which a swarm of bees had stored their honey. The bear began to nose around the log very carefully to find out if the bees were at home. Just then one of the swarm came home from the clover field with a load of sweets. Guessing what the bear was after, the bee flew at him, stung him sharply and then disappeared into the hollow log. The bear lost his temper in an instant, and sprang upon the log tooth and claw to destroy the nest. But this only brought out the whole swarm. The poor bear had to take to his heels, and he was able to save himself only by diving into a pool of water. An ass was feeding in a pasture near a wood when he saw a wolf lurking in the shadows along the hedge. He easily guessed what the wolf had in mind, and thought of a plan to save himself. So he pretended he was lame, and began to hobble painfully. When the wolf came up, he asked the ass what had made him lame, and the ass replied that he had stepped on a sharp thorn. "Please pull it out," he pleaded, groaning as if in pain. "If you do not, it might stick in your throat when you eat me." The wolf saw the wisdom of the advice, for he wanted to enjoy his meal without any danger of choking. So the ass lifted up his foot and the wolf began to search very closely and carefully for the thorn. Just then the ass kicked out with all his might, tumbling the wolf a dozen paces away. And while the wolf was getting very slowly and painfully to his feet, the ass galloped away in safety. "Serves me right," growled the wolf as he crept into the bushes. "I'm a butcher by trade, not a doctor." At a great celebration in honor of King Lion, the monkey was asked to dance for the company. His dancing was very clever indeed, and the animals were all highly pleased with his grace and lightness. The praise that was showered on the monkey made the camel envious. He was very sure that he could dance quite as well as the monkey, if not better. So he pushed his way into the crowd that was gathered around the monkey, and rising on his hind legs, began to dance. But the big hulking camel made himself very ridiculous as he kicked out his naughty legs and twisted his long clumsy neck. Besides, the animals found it hard to keep their toes from under his heavy hoofs. At last, when one of his huge feet came within an inch of King Lion's nose, the animals were so disgusted that they set upon the camel in a rage and drove him out into the desert. Shortly afterward, refreshments, consisting mostly of camel's hump and ribs, were served to the company.
เมื่อนักเรียนดูหรือฟังคลิปวิดีโอจบแล้วให้นักเรียนลงมือในการทำใบงานตามที่คุณครูกำหนดไว้เลยนะคะก่อนลงมือทำใบงานให้นักเรียนอ่านคำสั่งหรือคำชี้แจงให้เรียบร้อยก่อนลงมือทำด้วยนะคะพบกันในคาบหน้าสำหรับวันนี้สวัสดีค่ะ